Hey everyone, Stephen here. I'm doing my second video cast. I've got my equipment home and it's all set up, so I thought what to do with my time but to do something like this. And I got some new equipment over the weekend, over the last week should I say, so I wanted to kind of test out audio bits and pieces like that. So I thought I'd spend a couple of minutes just talking about Oz the Great and Powerful, since it's the most recent thing I've seen. First off, I want to say that I didn't really have any interest in this film. I haven't followed the pre-production, so I don't really know a lot about it. All I can say is that it is a 3 out of 5 film. It's a popcorn film. I seen it in 3D IMAX at the weekend. My first and overall thoughts was, having heard what the cast was, or who the cast was, should I say, you've got a bunch of people there, like a bunch of pretty people, and who are all in their own right very good actresses and actors, so you kind of have to look forward to that. And then add Sam Raimi into the mix, who is a favourite amongst many cult people. You're expecting maybe like a really awesome show, and like it does deliver on certain aspects, but not on everything for me. That's why it is a 3 out of 5 film for me. So I'll start off with Sam Raimi, or Sam Raimi. I'm not a fan of Evil Dead or Army of Darkness and stuff like that. I just don't get it. I'm not a big fan. I don't get the big hoopla about him. It was okay with the Spider-Man. Hated the third one. Thought the first two were okay. I never really latched onto them. Drag Me to Hell I absolutely loved. So, Sam Raimi in this, it's good. It's good direction. The first half an hour is very good direction. After that, to me, it goes downhill. But I don't really think that he's to blame for that. I think it's the script. I think the story of it, the way that the lines are terrible. The story is okay. Like, the story is a good premise. I just think the screenplay could have been handled a lot better than that, like the actual script. Cast-wise, I thought Michelle Williams and Rachel Weisz were very good, and Zach Braff as well. But Mila Kunis was, when she became the witch, didn't think that was handled well. I didn't, just the way they decided to go, the way she spoke and stuff like that, like I don't know, I kind of was a bit put off by it. James Franco was, in my opinion, horribly miscast. My friend Jason told me that Robert Downey Jr. was in talks to play this. Again, like, I haven't any clue about the pre-production of it or the story of this coming to production, but that would have been such a better move to cast Robert Downey Jr. I don't know what happened there, but Franco is literally playing a poor man's Robert Downey Jr. and it just doesn't work. He doesn't have the charisma to pull that particular type of character. That's not saying Franco doesn't have charisma. He doesn't have that particular type that Robert Downey Jr. brings to the likes of Tony Stark or Sherlock Holmes and really makes him his own. The way they've set up the Oz character, it's crying out for someone like Downey. So unfortunately, it's kind of tough. Like, he's okay. There's nothing that comes across with him. There's no emotion that comes across with him. So I really could connect with Oz, the character, whatsoever. So that's really unfortunate, since he's the lead character. But overall, look, it's a pretty film. If you were worried about the fact that it was done by someone that had something to do with Alice in Wonderland, don't be put off by it. Alice in Wonderland was terrible. This isn't. This is better than that. Not much better than it, but it is better than it. I suppose it's worth going to see. There's worse films out at the moment, so why not, if you want to spend your money on it. It is a pretty thing. The transition to black and white into the colour was very cool. The first half an hour I thought was the best. So overall, yeah, it's a popcorn flick. I'd give it 3 out of 5 if I was to rate it. And it's a pity about the casting. But hey, that's Oz the Great and Powerful, and that's me for my second video cast. If you like, please do subscribe, comment, whatever the hell you want to do, and I'll try and get back and do this again next week. So until then, see ya.